Welcome back. Dale Myers with Vision Advance. Today I'm going to give you 4 marketing tips to mangle your competition. And I mean mangle. We are trying to beat them into submission. This is a fight to put food on the table. So let me get mine, and maybe if some scraps left over for you, so be it. But our goal is to get ahead of our competition. So having said that, in a previous video, we talked about the necessity of going out and talking to your customers. And this is something that you absolutely have to do. The reason you want to talk to the customers is you want to be focused on the things that provide the greatest value. You want to be value oriented in your marketing material, how you communicate to your customers. Once you identify the most important thing to them, what do they truly value? We're going to solve that problem, the biggest problem in their lives. We're going to solve that problem, and we're going to figure out what's not important to them. So we're going to stop doing all that other stuff. So let's give a great amount of value. Focus on delivering the value to your customers. All right. Number 2, anticipate their needs. This can only be done after you've done number 1, because I've been out, I've talked to my customers, and again, old school, physically on the phone or meeting in person or via some form of communication digitally. But after I've talked to them, I really understand their needs and their fears. More on that later. But I understand what they are really trying to do. So I'm providing this product, but because I've communicated so well, I understand them. I can anticipate what they're going to need in the future. And then I go ahead and put together a plan for that. What this does is I can provide more services to my existing clientele. I don't have to reach any more customers. Or yes, it's always good to have more customers, but you'll find that there's more cost involved in reaching new customers than there are in just servicing the ones that I have in a new and better way. So go deeper with your customers. Anticipate their needs and solve them. In one of my other businesses are tutoring and test prep. Well, we also know that the customers have other needs. Their kids are going to need other things. So we're getting ready to roll out some new services and actually some products, because we're communicating with them. We're in the process. We're in the refinement stage based on the data that we're getting from our customers. And we're going to roll out other products that are going to what is going to engender our customers to us. New customers are going to be attracted to the long-term value proposition, and this is called increasing our customer switching costs, so that when they want to go to someone else, well, we just became more than just a tutoring and test prep provider. We're playing a greater role in their lives. So to switch from us to someone else, it has a higher cost to them. That's the value in this point about anticipating needs. Step number 3, change your price to increase market share or drive greater profits. This is kind of dicey. You have to be careful. On the one hand, you can lower your prices to gain market share, but you have to be very careful here, because let's be clear, price does also say something about or has a perception of value. If you have a very low cost, a lot of people look at it like, that's probably not high quality. So be crystal clear on what your price is saying about the quality of your product. And also, while you're dropping your prices, you better pay attention to your fixed and variable costs, because your costs have to be going down too, or else you're not making more profit. If you're lowering prices, revenues might go up, but profit margins go down unless you're also decreasing costs. Pay attention to that. We're going to do a few videos on some supply chain management principles to decrease costs while increasing value, because that's a concept that is really paying dividends in my business, in my other business. So, and also I said, well, you can increase price. Again, there's a perception of value. So you might say, you know what? I want to significantly increase my price so that people will say, whoa, this is serious. When I go to get XYZ for that service, I'm paying a premium price, so it must be the best. Let's be crystal clear. That Lamborghini, that Ferrari, whatever the Bentley and all these other, I'm not into cars, but these high-end cars, you do realize that they do the same thing that your Toyota Corolla will do. They take you from point A to B. The difference is that the high-end ones give the driver a perception of value. It says something about me. It makes me feel special. So it's worth the money for this service. So there's a reason, there's a legitimate argument for saying I'm going to charge a premium price based on market research, of course. So again, consider that in your marketing efforts. And lastly, number 4, provide benefit and mitigate risk. What do I mean by that? After I've talked to my customers and I've identified that value, the greatest value proposition, focus on the main driver, the key benefit that's driving the purchase. There are lots of benefits that your product or service has. What is the key benefit? And it might be different for different customers, so sometimes this is that customer segmentation thing. But what is the key benefit for this customer that I'm talking to? And sell that key benefit. Then I've talked to them so I understand their fears. How can I manage their fears? How can I decrease it a little bit? Is it by giving them excellent customer service before, during, and after the sale? Is it by having an outstanding return policy, a no risk or little risk guarantee? There are lots of things you can do, but just manage the risk, mitigate that risk, focus on that one key benefit. And I'll say that again, make sure that you understand your different customers and sell that benefit to that customer. So again, if you focus on these 4 things, it'll give you a great head start or allow you to catch up to your competition. Now, I'm moving fast. It is a marathon, not a sprint, but this will get you moving fast. It will propel you in the right direction, building up that business momentum again. Quick recap. Be value oriented. Talk to your customers. Learn the key value. Make sure you understand what problem that you're solving. We've touched on this before. I will include a link in the description below. Anticipate their needs in the future. Make them more engendered to you and your business. Increase customer switching costs. Focus on price changes. Sometimes this can mean decreasing the price to increase market share, or high-end branding, premium price, possibly greater profits. And number 4, provide the key benefit while minimizing the risk to the customer. These will allow you to be better focused on your customer. You will be better at it than your competition, and because of that, you will soon dominate, mangle, destroy, crush, whatever. Maybe you're not that little arrogant go-to-war guy or gal, but understand, I want you to be successful. These tips will undoubtedly move you forward. Do what you need to do. Communicate with your customers is the first and vital part of all of this. This other stuff is null and void if you don't get out there. And step 1, get on the phone, find the value. What is the key benefit? What are all of the key things that are important to your customer? That drives everything. If you like the video, please thumbs up. Share it with your friends and family, those that are in the midst of running a business, considering starting one. Please click that subscribe button. And just let me know what are some things you've done in the past to really propel your marketing efforts. What's worked for you? I'd like to hear that in the comments below. Thanks again for allowing me to play a part in your success. Let's move on. We've got work to do, guys. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Take care.